When Social Security evaluates a disability claim, they follow a 5-step process. One of the most important stages is the final step, where the agency determines whether you can adjust to other work. This step happens after Social Security has already decided that your medical condition prevents you from performing the jobs you've done in the past. At that point, the question becomes, could you realistically do a different type of work instead? To answer that question, the SSA looks at several important factors. One of the most significant is something called your residual functional capacity, often referred to as an RFC. This is an assessment of the physical and mental limitations caused by your medical condition. For example, Social Security may evaluate whether you can lift certain weights, sit or stand for extended periods, use your hands for repetitive tasks, concentrate on detailed work, or interact with others in a work setting. Your RFC essentially defines what type of work activities, if any, you can still perform. Next, the SSA looks at your age. Age can play a surprisingly important role in disability cases. The agency recognizes that it may be more difficult for older workers to transition into entirely new occupations, especially if their previous jobs required specialized skills or physical labor. They also review your education level and work experience, including whether you have skills that could transfer to other types of jobs. For example, someone with highly specialized physical work history may have fewer options than someone whose work involved transferable administrative or technical skills. In some cases, Social Security also relies on vocational experts, particularly at disability hearings. These experts may testify about whether jobs exist in the national economy that someone with your limitations could realistically perform. The SSA also uses the Medical Vocational Guidelines, commonly called the GRID rules, which combine your age, education, work history, and functional limitations to help determine whether you should be considered disabled. If Social Security believes there are jobs you could reasonably perform despite your limitations, your claim may be denied. But if the evidence shows that adjusting to other work isn't realistic, you may qualify for disability benefits. Disability Advocates Group helps individuals develop the medical and vocational evidence needed to explain why their limitations prevent them from returning to work or adjusting to new types of employment. If you're considering applying for SSDI or appealing a denial, you can call Disability Advocates Group at 1-800-788-2095. Or take the free SSDI screener on our website to see if you may qualify for benefits. And as always, this video provides general information about SSDI. It does not constitute legal advice.